All right. rdobery said, I'll show you a definite blaze. I doubt it's the blaze. Look up Myers Creek Trail in Montana. You should see a large F. And you do. He said, while you have the F located, zoom out and you'll see a little town called Nye. That seems interesting also. I looked at Nye. I didn't find it particularly interesting. But it is on the Stillwater River. Fenn has said, first response to a question was, what does warm mean to you? Talking about where warm waters halt. And Fenn said comfortable. Comfortable water would imply calm water versus rapids or rough water, right? Fenn once said he wanted his book to appear warm to people. He wanted the cover to be warm. He uses that term, that word warm, in a way I would never use it. I only use it in the sense of temperature. But then, for whatever reason, likes to use warm in the sense of comfort or, you know, being screw it. I get so tired of dealing with lighting and audio. Anyway, I'm going to show you the pictures of the blaze according to rdobery, and I think you will find it very, very interesting. 2T0501464453 said, Buddy, you have the best videos, but seriously, I mean, look around for goodness sakes. So that area where cars are passing by all the time is going to be Fenn's final resting place? LOL? And I wrote back and I said something like, well, I'm at the point where I'm not sure about anything. So I don't know why it didn't turn up here in the thing. I specifically said, well, he says, my friend, what might you say if I told you the way to find the chest is to try not to find the chest? I love these cryptic comments that I just go, I don't know. Okay. And I said, although it is strangely not in my comments that I printed off, I said definitely. Well, you know, at this point, I'm so confused by Fenn's comments that I'm just hoping that the answer comes to me, and I hope the solve comes to me in a dream. And he writes back, T05014453 writes back, a dream is not reality, but who's to say which is which? I think dreams are reality. I didn't question him on that. Or maybe I did, but for some reason some of my comments aren't on here. Dreams aren't reality? Dreams are reality. I mean, I have dreams. They're real. We know for a fact that people have actually had dreams, and, you know, especially with that mother-kid connection they have, where mothers have actually dreamed that their kids are in trouble and they found them. That's just a fact. I don't think it's weird that we have some sort of extrasensory thing that's evolved through the ages for us to kind of track people that are very close to us and know when they're in trouble and stuff. I just think that's makes total sense from an evolutionary point of view that we would have that ability. But dreams in general, I don't know. People have had a lot of experience. But you do dream. You have a dream. I don't know why I'm getting off on the subject, but dreams are real. I think what he meant was dreams aren't real in the sense that you can foretell things or stuff. But the Indians used to claim they had dreams of like they were going to be attacked the next day and they'd be attacked. I shouldn't even get into it. Stupid thing. All these people are going to have their theories and say, yeah, but that's just for whatever reason. Okay, so let's look at the blaze. The blaze. The new blaze. Another blaze. Another blaze 2. TOO. I think that's what I'll call this. Is this the blaze 2? All right. So we're looking at Myers Creek. Myers Creek, as you can see, is at the very northern tip of Custer-Gallatin National Forest. And Custer-Gallatin National Forest connects to, below it, Yellowstone National Park. This whole area in this part of the country is fantastic. They have so many parks and nature areas or reserves or preserves that to sustain the populations they have of grizzly and all those kind of animals and wolves and stuff only could exist because there's so much land that's been dedicated to the wildlife, I guess you could just say. So you have Custer-Gallatin National Forest connecting right to Yellowstone National Park. And when you look closely at Myers Creek Trail, there are a couple of things that I think you're already kind of going, whoa, what the hell is that? That is what rdobery says is the blaze. And it's pretty obvious blaze. It's a huge F that somehow has appeared in the countryside. We know that we have the pictures in the Thrill of the Chase where he's sitting, I think he's sitting on a stump. There are numerous pictures in Thrill of the Chase where they have the trees are all laying on the ground. Now if you go to Yellowstone, you see that everywhere. Those are lodgepole pines. They have a very narrow trunk, leaveless trunk. And then at the top you have the leaves. And they're friggin' very straight, and they're fantastic, I'm sure, for making poles to build log cabins and lodges and stuff. They're called lodgepole pines. And there are a lot of pictures of trees that have been removed. And here is this area now. If you were to do that with trees, literally carve them out of the wood area, I would suspect that would last for quite a while. And there's a big ass F right there. Now you're saying, okay, and then we see Myers Creek Cabin. Myers Creek Cabin is a Forest Service cabin. That whole thing there we're seeing above it is Forest Service, Myers Creek. And then you might be saying, okay, well, is that the blaze? Well, I just said it was the blaze, but then I remind myself of something. This is really kind of crazy. Look what's just above the F. Now we'll have a picture that's a little further out, and I've circled both. Look at this geographical, remember, geography will help you on your search. Look at this geographical formation above the F. I just think that's amazing. And where is it? It's on Myers Creek. You can't make this stuff up. So there we have a very interesting geographical formation. And then we have below it, we have an F. Could that geographical formation, is it supposed to look like a blaze? Is that like a torch? I don't know, folks. I'm just saying it. I don't know, but it is unusual looking. And then below it, right below it, we have a big F. And that's big, folks. That's a big F. And I've talked about this before. You go to these places and you think, oh, well, y'all go up here. Let me look at the size of the road. You go up there, if I was to go there and go through those woods and first of all, just going into the woods would be a little bit of a hike. And then I go into that cleared out area. That's a little bit of a walk around in that cleared out area, but maybe there's something that will stand out within that cleared out area. I just thought people would find this interesting. It's Myers Creek, and it's in Montana, and it's right at the tippy top of Myers Creek Trail. It's right at the tippy top of Custer-Gallatin National Forest. It's right between Billings and Bozeman. I actually come into Bozeman when I go on these trips on the plane. Just thought y'all would be interested in that. I find it fascinating. My thanks to rdobery. It's a really cool thing, even though it probably in a million years I couldn't fit it to the poem, but who knows? Who knows? I'm not even sure I'd care to fit it to the poem. I would just go there like I did with the rock and say exactly what I'm not supposed to do. You can't just be driving down the road and see a blaze and think that's the blaze. Well, I don't know. Nothing else is working. Nothing else is working at all. It's kind of amazing. But I'll see. I mean, I think I'm going this August, September. I think I am. I'm getting kind of addicted to these trips going out to the west because it's such a, well, it's a kind of a cool thing to be looking for a treasure, but I don't want to waste my time, and I really need to, time, effort, and money, TEM, and I really need to reconsider this place that's very much, I believe, a real place connected with a real theory that is on the Madison River. And this place is obviously not on the Madison River. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I may be able to stay, maybe I'll stay a couple of days longer and just fit both, go to that blaze and check out that F and walk around, and then go down to the Madison and check that out. Maybe check out some museums. Should people be having to go to a museum to figure out this poem, to figure out this book? I mean, you're supposed to be able to figure it out with just the poem and the thrill of the chase, right? And then we have all these books coming afterwards. Do you need those? You shouldn't. But it's been 10 years now almost, and nobody's found it. So, like I said, after Yellowstone, I was quite depressed, and then just kind of snapped out of it. It's almost like the minute I think I have something to go look at, I just perk up, and that's sad. Because I'm fully at the point now where I believe finding this is so far less possible than it ever was in the past. I'm being totally serious. Yellowstone blew my mind. There's thousands of places it could be where warm water is all in the Rockies. Yeah, there's thousands in this national park in the Rockies, not to mention the rest of the Rockies. I mean, seriously, folks, of all the phrases he had to use, having spent every summer in Yellowstone, he had to begin it where warm waters halt. It could very well be that the entire Yellowstone Park is begin it where warm waters halt, and you take that as the place to leave to go on the rest of the journey. So maybe you're looking for a canyon out of Yellowstone Park, northwest, south, or east. I don't know. Everyone have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. And I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing about a trip this year for the summer, if I want to do it or not. But still very much interested. Just got to think of that one thing and I believe everyone else are missing. There's one thing we're missing. Now, the solve that I have on the Madison actually addresses a one thing that I had been missing that I thought of, but it still hasn't got me to the blaze. But it's a whole different take on the poem. It's a whole different way on reading the poem and thinking about the poem. Fun never ends. Everybody have a great time. Hope your solves are going well. Hope y'all are having fun looking for the treasure. And talk to you later. Bye.